Here's part 2 of the step-by-step guide to creating an Amazon keyword ad. Hello writers in training, I'm Shannon, writing under the pen name ST Houston and author of Blood of the Lily. And welcome to my channel where I show writers like you how to develop your writing skills and self-publish your work. To create an Amazon advertisement, you'll want to make sure you set up all their proper accounts first. I covered that in my video, 5 tips I learned about Amazon ads from Brian Cohen. You might want to watch that first for other helpful tips as well. For the advertisement today, we are using the keywords I searched for in part 1 of this series. You only need to watch part 1 if you need help finding keywords or you're interested in how I find my keywords. This particular ad will use comparable book titles for my keywords. Number 1, create your ad copy. Remember, your ad copy has to be between 50 and 100 characters. Brian Cohen gives several strategies and formulas in his class. For this ad, I will use the one he calls WII, or what it is. He says this is one of the simplest pieces of copy you can write because for some readers, finding out the genre of a book is all they need to know. Here's that formula. Title is an adjective, genre, type of book, and the series name series. If you don't write in a series, you just drop off the end of that ad copy. For me, my WII ad copy is Blood of the Lily is an Irish mythology tale, first in the Clash of Goddesses YA series. Number 2, start the ad in your Amazon Campaign Manager. To make a new ad, click on Create Campaign on your dashboard. Always choose Sponsored Products. Number 3, choose your settings. Under campaign name, use a name you'll remember. Brian Cohen suggests a formula with acronyms like this: book plus ad type plus source of targets plus bid plus version of ad copy. For this ad, for my novel Blood of the Lily, and targeting a keyword ad, this is the breakdown for me. BOL for Blood of the Lily, SPK for Sponsored Product Keyword, Amazon Bestseller for the source of the targets, 39 for the amount in cents, and WII for what it is. Remember that my bid will be 39 cents according to Brian's suggestion of 39 cents for series starters, 34 cents for standalones, or 15 cents for children's books or low content books. Choose a campaign end date for the end of the month you're currently in, a budget of $5 per day, which you'll most likely spend less than that, and manual targeting. Note that these are all recommended settings by Brian Cohen. However, in a recent conversation with an author with over 40 published titles, who has used Amazon ads for a long time, he's found that setting an end date for the end of the month has not proven to be any more effective for him than leaving the end date open. Plus, you take off the extra load of having to change your end date every month. Number 4, set your campaign bidding strategy. Always select dynamic bid down only, as opposed to up and down, which can double your bid. Fixed bids can also have drawbacks because you'll always only pay 39 cents. But I can win a bid at a lower price and pay less than my 39-cent bid, which has often proven to be the case for me. Number 5, choose your ad format and product. Under Ad Format, select Custom Text Ad, so you'll be able to enter the custom hook, the ad copy which you created. Under Product, you'll choose your book. Either the ebook or the paperback is fine, but I'm choosing the ebook for this ad. Before moving on to number 6, where we'll put in the keywords, if you're finding this content valuable, please work out that like button. Number 6, choose your targeting and bids. Select keyword targeting, which gives you the ability to add keywords. Under the next heading of keyword targeting, there are a few steps, so you'll want to be careful here. First, change the default bid from 75 cents. For me, my novel is the first in this series, so I do 39 cents. You'll also want to change the custom bid to the same number. Brian's not really sure if this makes much of a difference, but to cover all bases, put in the same amount that you would for all other bids. Below the bid, uncheck phrase and exact, so that only broad is selected. Next, you'll see some suggested keywords for your book. These are the ones Amazon is suggesting for my book, along with the suggested bid, which you'll notice is much higher than 39 cents. That tells me that my bid may not have very many results. However, I have learned by listening to others who do Amazon ads that bids rise very high at the end of the year with all the holidays and sales. And I've heard they stay high crossing over into the new year, when in January, publishing houses start their winter season and publish a new round of books. I'm making my ad for the long term, so I'm not worried about what the bid is right now. Besides, even though this bid will go live in the next day or so, Brian says it takes the Amazon algorithm anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to figure out how to use your advertisement. That's why this is a game of patience. The ad you make now may not have results for several weeks. Okay, we don't want to use these suggested keywords, so how do we add our own keywords? Right above the bids, you have 3 choices. It defaults to the suggested. I will click on Enter List. I've not tried the upload file choice, but I imagine you have to format the file in a very specific way to upload it because Amazon is picky on how you enter your list. Now we have a box that we can enter all the keywords. I ended up with 150 titles on my spreadsheet. I've already cleaned up parts that Amazon won't accept, like colons and commas. By the way, I have never used the instant data scraper on Amazon, and let me just note that it doesn't work well. Brian Cohen had us use the plugin on Goodreads, and there it does a pretty good job. Great compared to the results I received from the Amazon pages. Okay, I highlight the whole column of my comparable book titles and just paste in. Now you'll see what wasn't accepted and how many keywords there are. Sometimes what they don't accept is unknown. You just know the numbers don't match. I've heard this could be if they're like too many repeating keywords, but I don't really know. As long as I'm between 100 and 150, with being closer to 150 than 100, I just go with it. You could go through your whole list and compare what was accepted, but I don't know about you. I just don't have that time as I have 1 million things that always need to get done. Once I have my keywords in, I double check that they are all say 39 cents. I don't know how Amazon can mess this up when you put the bid in first, but I had a keyword ad in which all but 2 keywords of 150 didn't say 39 cents. I didn't know to check this until I got charged $1.76 for a keyword that didn't even lead to a sale. Expensive mistake. Double check everything. Number 7. Add your ad copy and finish up. You can ignore negative keyword targeting and head down to creative. Here you paste in the custom text, the ad copy you created. Amazon chooses the image, which is your book cover, so you have little control over the rest of the ad. Now go back through your whole ad creation and double check everything, especially for that proper bid. And last, click Launch Campaign. My ad now needs to be moderated by Amazon, but usually in 24 hours it becomes live. Now I promised you in part 1 that I tell you about Brian Cohen's next class. He runs his free 5-day Amazon Ad Profit Challenge class a few times a year, and signups are now available for his January class. Starting on Wednesday, January 12th, he'll send a total of 6 video and text lessons about creating more profitable Amazon ads. Since these lessons will be pre-recorded videos, you can complete them anytime between 7 a.m. Eastern on release date and midnight on January 24th. Each day a video is released. There will also be a live Q&A session at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Those live Q&A sessions were so valuable. As I worked through the course material each day, I would have so many questions specific to my situation. Like the fact that my book at that time was on pre-order, which changed up the default bid. But I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't gone to the Q&A session and asked about it. I put the sign up link in the description box below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and happy writing.